It's the usual.
This always looks nice, by the way. So walk in quietly, sit in your assigned seat, keep your phone. All right, so make some recommendations here. Ready? Do you have a piece of paper? I'm gonna get one real fast here.
Well, this isn't it. This is just like the beginning.
This is the beginning, but
Yeah.
but I would
There's
change
more.
some. Okay, let's see. This is when they first come in. Hit the next one real fast.
So this is like,
Phones go back. Okay, so go back one real fast. So the first thing I would do, walk in quietly, sit in your assigned seat, keep your phone and AirPods. You got to add the AirPods in there. Because if admin comes in, they want to see the phone, any kind of electronics.
yeah.
So do you have a paper? I could write it down for you, but you
Well, I
probably
could-
want to get your own.
I could change it.
Oh yeah, change it.
Just
And also keep your phone, keep your electronics in your backpack. And
keep
then
all electronics.
in your backpack. And make sure you put your backpack away or put your backpack, however you want to say it, you know?
Well, they need a visual, so I mean that's why I put the pictures in there.
So I like the visual bike. So first, when they first walk in, so walk in quietly, sit in your assigned seat, keep all the transfer in your backpack, and also put your backpack against the wall.
First, put the phone. Make sure the phone's in the backpack.
Before you even get there. This is when they're
And
walking in. You're not going to say a
backpack
word.
go against the wall.
These are things you're going to go through.
Yeah.
But before you even get there, we're not going to say, we're just going to point to that, point to that. So when they first come in, we want everything. This is our first 2 minutes. This is what we're going to hit them with, first of all, with some detentions, if need be.
Yeah.
So you want to fix your mic just so it turns around a little bit. But so keep walk quiet, sit in your assigned seat, keep all the transfer in your backpack, put your backpack up against the wall. You only have 2 minutes. You only have 2 minutes to do this.
I know, but like that, it's too much information on one slide. It's all there, but it's kind of further down.
So kids come in,
Yeah.
right? They come in.
The first day they're gonna be loud anyway, right? I mean, but we're working on.
They come in. They see this.
Yeah.
Walk in quietly, sit in your assigned seat, keep electronics in your backpack. They're taking 5-10 minutes messing around.
Yeah.
You already lost it. You already lost them. You only have 2 minutes to do this. If you don't do this within 2 minutes, you have a detention.
Right.
You want to put that in there from the get-go, because if you let them come in and they take 5 minutes to do it, if they do what they've done last semester, you already lost them. So I put that in there because that's already setting expectations. Already telling them if you don't do this, this is the consequence. And then the timer goes off.
I could just add detention like to the bottom to every slide.
Yeah. So
that way.
all right, just on the first one. So do it if you don't mind doing it right now.
Yeah, sure.
I know you're worried about it being too much, but I'm telling you, you want it on there.
Yeah. I didn't want to put a whole lot of stuff on each slide because it kind of gets lost, or it's too much. But
It's definitely not too much. It's only 5 sentences. So walk in quietly. I like your design though. It's really nice though.
or how would you say it? Detention.
Walk in quietly and say, you have 2 minutes to do this. Or if you can't do this within 2 minutes, you will have a detention. Like it. Excellent. You have 2 minutes. Walk in quietly, sit in your assigned seat, keep electronics in your backpack, or you will have a detention. All right. Sounds good?
So
Perfect.
that's slide number 1.
Excellent.
Okay, so and it's big enough so they can see in the back. You have 2 minutes. Walk in quietly, sit in your assigned seat, keep all electronics in your backpack, or it's a detention.
You have a detention. All right, cool.
All right.
Phones go in the backpack.
Demonstration for the visual learners.
Change that to electronics. All right, earbuds. You got to include the earbuds in there.
Electronics and earbud. All right, yeah, I can.
You don't have to do it now, but just as long as you.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
So make sure you
I'll
change
just
it
put a
to
little small earbud next to it,
perfect.
and then backpacks.
Go against the wall. Yeah, these are good slides, by the way. These are good slides. Backpacks go against the wall. Got it. All
I
right.
did it like the first week when I was back.
Kind of stay in your assigned seat. Don't get up without permission. Take out your warm beside. So, classroom. Don't get up without permission. Stay in your assigned seat. Take out your warm up and science notes. All right.
I have this.
Okay. Stay in your assigned seat. All right. Gotcha. All right. That's good. Okay. Like nice. Okay.
Be ready to learn. No talking
During
during warm-ups or starters, or whatever you want to call them.
Okay,
I can change.
okay.
I can
That's fine.
change the verbiage. No food, eating, drinking.
Got it.
No gum. Once again, reinforce
Got it.
the main problem. I had to add this with so many sink problems.
Okay.
Paper towels. Dr. I's recommendation, profanity,
Yep, okay.
non-negotiable. And then finally,
Responsible safe.
school
All right.
motto.
That's it. That's good. And that was the expectations, Kate.
Oh, and then restrooms. It was becoming
during
kind of an
instruction.
issue. First or last 10 minutes, not during instruction, and please wait till I can give you a pass.
I like it. I like it. All right.
I used to have kind of a 3-strike rule. Like if I had to call your name 3 times or write your name 3 times on the board or something like that,
Yeah.
you're out. And out can mean a lot of things.
Yeah, it can be a lot of things. And that sounds fine. I mean, that's no big deal. 3 strikes, you're out. That's totally good.
When I was doing this, I think the mistake was, like you said, it takes time. After 3 days, this ain't working, man.
Yeah, does that work? Yeah.
I gave up, man. I'm like, there must be an easier way.
Yeah, that's it. So, all right, that's good. Okay, so we're good. All right, excellent. So 3 strikes out sounds good. I like it. What else you got there?
That's it.
Perfect.
I mean, if we can work with that,
No,
I can survive.
That is a perfect start to the expectations. So you got that. So from the very, very beginning, so go back to the very first slide. All right, and I'll tell you what I would do. Do you have your timer? There's
Yeah.
a time, but set the timer for 6 minutes.
It only works in close range here.
Yeah, I got a timer too, and I bought it, and I bought the cheapest one. It's just not the best timer. It's always all right. So what I would do is, between classes, however you want to do it. So let's say it's first period's over, right? Usually about a minute before first period's over, I will go over here, and I can get you a stopper. I'll pop it open with the stopper, right? And about a minute before class is over, prop it up, and I'm kind of standing right here. Keep an eye as people are leaving.
Yeah.
And then soon as the bell rings, hit the timer. So you got your 6 minutes. So as soon as the bell rings, hit reset.
I don't know if I can.
That's all right then. That's good. That's fine. So the bell rings, boom, I hit start. Right? The timer's already going.
So have it ready at the end of the class.
End of class.
For the next.
Correct. Or else I'm going to forget.
6 minutes.
6 minutes. So the timer's already going. Boom, timer. So this class is coming out, right? You're right here. Next class is coming in. You're controlling the energy, controlling things. Earbuds, cell phones. Just say, hey, earbuds.
Check them at the door. Yeah.
So earbuds, just make sure you put them away. Put away and read the screen. Put away, read the screen. Hey, welcome everybody back. Read the screen. Welcome, read the screen. Glad to see you're back. Oh, great, Chris. Hey, make sure you read the screen. Right, that's it. And so they're coming in. As soon as that bell rings, I close the door. In fact, as soon as the late bell rings, I actually close the door. They still have 1 more minute, but that tells them, oh my gosh, and they see it, they're like, oh, and they start running.
They hang out.
Exactly, they will. So that minute comes, I close the door. The policy I have is no one opens and closes the door but me, unless I give you the okay. Otherwise, kids will let them in and out, and then kids, they let them out. They're out there wandering, talking. And so I'll close the door. You don't have to do that, but, and I wouldn't worry about too much the first day.
Because they can't open the door correctly. I have kids that kick the door and they punch it and they.
Correct. I eventually get there. Don't worry about the first day. Yeah. First day, just right here, control it, boom. And then as you come in, read for it. Look at the screen. You only got 2 minutes. Come on, guys. You only got 2 minutes. Hurry up. Let's go. Only got 2 minutes, right? And then boom, the timer goes off. Or if I notice kids are misbehaving when they're coming in, like we talked about, we start putting their name there. Or if 2 minutes is up and I see kids are wandering around, I put their name there. And then, all right, hey, welcome back. Hey, before we get going on this wonderful semester, let's make sure we're on the same page. And then you go on to the next slide.
Yeah.
So that's how and so it starts off from the very beginning. One thing you may want to change is I wouldn't have backpacks here.
Yeah, just move it over.
Yeah, because if you are actually using this for the detention.
Yeah, you can trip over.
Yeah. So I would just write detention there. And then you also probably want a spot, I'm not sure if there works, where you would transfer the names from period 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
You want to broadcast all that?
Yeah, no problem. I mean, it's not a big deal. And so, like I said, you probably only end up with maybe 2 kids
Yeah.
first period or something like that, and just kind of put over there. So you have the mental note, they have a note that their name's there, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. I say detention here. That's where I write their names up, and then at the end of the
Sure.
period, I transfer it over there.
Sure.
So we got that part going. So now, go ahead and do you have the warm-ups already created?
Yeah.
Let's see those.
Some of them are kind of corny. I can
Nah.
erase them if you want. They're
I don't think the corniness is going to matter. You do a good job on it. So here you go.
all right. So here's one. What is energy and why is it important? That's kind of a. Let's see what you know.
Okay.
I can take or leave that one. It's kind of gearing towards what we're going to be talking about next.
All right. So why is energy? Why is it important?
What is energy? Like
what is energy?
what gives you energy?
So now-
They should be able to respond with something, right?
So the question is, let me make sure the question is this though: Is this part one of the warm-ups that we said we were going to work on? Is this one that
this is one that I could take or leave. I got others.
So you want to stick with those 4 that we talked about?
Right. I have vocabulary. I have reflection and the other.
All right. So yeah,
So-
only do one of those 4 we're talking about.
Okay.
Because those are ones we're practicing. Those are we go over and over again.
There's some where they look up information in the book. So
You want to do one
or
of
is-
those 4. You don't want to deviate from that
okay.
because you want to be so routine that it takes. Because then if you're changing stuff up on them, you have to explain what. For example, this one. What is energy? Why is it important? Right away. Half the kids. I don't know. Right away. I don't know. Then where do they write this at? Is that part of the warm up or is that part of their notes?
This will be a science starter. It'll be a warm up.
Okay.
Science starter warm up is kind of the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the thing is, you want to make sure that the reason you want it to be the exact 4 things, just change the information, but exact 4 things, is because you don't want to have to take time to explain. This is what we're doing.
Okay.
This is how you do it. It should be second nature to them. They
Right.
should come in. They know this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So you want to stick with those 4. So do you have
Okay.
some? Let's see here. So these are all science starters. Now I know you mentioned there's 3 questions that you're going to ask them that they answer at the end of the week. Are these them?
No,
Okay.
they're different.
Yeah.
That would be notebook stuff.
All right. So you could have those 3 questions. So those 3 questions, whatever they are, copy these 3 questions down. That would be a warm up. Just copy these 3 questions down. That's the warm up. So let's see. Do you have anything else besides science starters?
Yeah. What's your favorite science topic? Why do you like it? That's kind of a reflection or some kind of a.
All right. So that's a reflection. So that works.
It gets them like quiet thinking.
So that's a reflection. So that would work, right?
Okay.
So
Yay or nay?
the question itself doesn't make that big of a difference. That's the format I'm thinking of.
Okay.
So are we going to call this a reflection or are we call this a science starter? It doesn't make a difference what we call it, but we said it to be consistent all the way
Kind of
through.
both.
Both? Okay. So I would title this reflection, right? And what I would say, I wouldn't even, you imagine that you are, once again, laryngitis. You can't speak. I look at this. What am I supposed to do with it? So I would put on there,
I'm thinking that for the first week, I'll give them like, instead of the regular warm-up papers, I'll give them another pre-formatted.
no, we talked about notebook. You talked about giving them
Or,
notebook.
yeah, well, they have the notebooks too.
Yeah, but are they brand new ones, right?
Yeah,
That's
they're sitting
perfect. So I pass the
Use the
notebooks
notebook.
out. Pass the notebooks out, and for that first week,
Just have them do that.
you just have it, do them all in their thing. And so what you think about this, tell me, voice to me, what do you want them to do with this question?
Write the question down and give me their answer.
There you
in
go.
a notebook.
You need to put that on the slide. Imagine you can't speak, you want to put it on the slide. Because the kids are going to like, what are we doing? What are we supposed to do? Your goal is,
Yeah, look, read.
Just read, right? I got things to do. It's right there. So I put down.
Put in your notes.
Yeah, I put down.
notebook.
Copy this question down in your notebook and answer it.
So be more explicit then.
More explicit. And I wouldn't just do one question because this takes
Yeah.
2 minutes, right?
Right.
You could start the very first one you could do because you want to do it together,
Right.
right? All right, guys, you got 2 minutes. Copy this question down and answer it. Go. And, you do that. But remember, you want to expand it out to about 6-7 minutes because in those 6-7 minutes for your warm up overall, but the first day, the 6-7 minutes, that's when you need to walk around and go through our whole thing, which is, hey, your name's up there, but we're going to take it down. So you could have this as the very, very first one. So if you want to make a note, a mental note, this will be the very first one. Be explicit. Copy this down in your notebook. You have 2 minutes. Go. I don't say, but you have 2 minutes and timer.
Should I do that now?
Do it now.
Should I do it now?
Do it now, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the one we're going to start with. That's it.
All right.
That's perfect. You have 2 minutes to copy this question in your notebook and answer it. What is your favorite time you were like? And you can, if you put in there, be quiet, but you're fine. I think they should know it because as they're doing it, say, it should be quiet.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So let's get that back up there again. And so you've gone through your expectations. All right, guys, hey, what we're going to do for the next couple of days is we're going to practice our warm-ups. And in case the warm-up is what you do when you first come to class, I just want to make sure we know exactly what is expected. So we're going to spend the next 3 days just going over different warm-ups you might see when you come into class. So the first one you might see is going to be a science starter. Let me put this up here for you. Here's our science starter. The idea behind the science starter is for just to get you to start thinking about, what we're going to be doing and overall, just kind of get you in the right mode.
Right.
And they're going to be real simple. All you're going to do is you're just going to copy down the question and you're going to answer it. And then, then we'll share out, see if anybody wants to share out. With that said, everybody's got the notebook, right? We're all good? Everybody's got okay, perfect. Everybody's got a notebook? Let's do it. I'll put the timer up there, 2 minutes. Go. You have 2 minutes, copy it down and answer it. Boom, 2 minutes. And then you're just monitoring the room.
Yeah, that's the real work.
That is it. The kid is talking. Hey, John, what?
Name on the board.
Why and you go up there and put his name up there. Also, whatever else it is, or some kid's getting up to do something, but even kids getting up to sharpen his pencil, I still put his name up there.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "But I was just sharpen my pencil."
You didn't raise your hand.
Yeah, remember we just talked about it. You got to raise your hand, okay? But you know what? I'll talk to you in a few minutes. All right. And then 2 minutes are up. Boom. All right. How did everybody go? Want to share out? They share out. Feeling pretty good about it? All right. You know what? Let's try 3 more. And then the next slide I would have 3 of these on the next slide.
Okay.
And give them 6 minutes for it. All right. 3 of them on this next slide and give them 6 minutes. So go ahead and get out of this and let's see. Do you have 3 more?
Name as many planets as you can.
That'd be good enough.
Something that we talked about recently, see what they remember.
That's fine. Because it's still, you can only give them 2 minutes. So it might just take them 2 minutes to write down the question,
Right.
which is okay. Let's see another one you got.
Tell me something positive.
All right. There you go. Sounds good.
I've used that one before.
All right.
And it can be repeated. Here's the vocabulary.
Okay, so we'll get to that in a second. So we're not going to worry about that. So the other ones. Okay. So now, the next slide after that first one.
I was going to have them look the words up in the book, but that's going to be too much time and complicated. So I give them the word and the definition. Just copy it down. Or should I go back to the book?
You want to go back to the book.
Go back
Because
to
long term, they're going to be using the book.
Yeah.
So this is what this moment is for. This is what the next 3 days is for.
Get them practicing.
As to what we're going to do long term.
Okay. I can change that one.
So I would change it. So now you got your expectations. Now we got the first warm up, 2 minutes. Now we got 6 minutes. Copy, these next 3 questions down and answer them.
Yeah.
So we got that. Excellent. All right. So that is done.
Yeah. I can change the format to this.
Perfect.
Because I got other vocabulary.
There you go.
They can look for.
Excellent. So and now the next thing.
Here's another reflection. Three rules you think are most important. Why?
That sounds good. So what the questions aren't really going to make that big of a difference. Now, we're not even really concerned about the questions or necessarily the answers. You can definitely use them to get a conversation going.
Yeah.
You can definitely do that. but that's not our primary focus. So now they've done 3 more by themselves. Maybe they shared out. Now, all right, guys. So just so we're on the same page, one of the things you might see is a starter, a science starter when you come to class. Another thing you might see are going to be definitions. All right, and here's what you need to do. And you're going to create a slide that says, copy find the definition in the back of the book, these pages to these pages, and copy that down in your notebook.
Yeah.
Right?
As explicit as possible.
Explicit. And you're just going to give them one at first. Just one definition. All right, guys, you got 2 minutes.
There's another slide with what you're talking about. Here's a question they can look up. Go to page 73 in the book.
How does light reach?
How does light reach Earth?
I wouldn't give that to them.
So it would, okay, I can take it out.
That's not, remember our 3 things that we had?
Well, it's a reading and comprehension.
We're not.
Too much?
Yes.
We're not there yet. So
we're not, this could be made part of a lesson, but
Yeah.
not a warm. The warm-ups, all they are,
very simple.
reflection,
Yeah.
vocabulary, copy something from the book, and what was the other one we had? And those 3 questions at the beginning of the week.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay.
So that's it. So
Right,
maybe vocab, perfect.
So this is
Science starter, vocabulary, page 98. So these are all, so instead of calling these warm-ups, you're calling these science starters. That's fine. That's perfect. Let's look at that. Instead of warm-ups, we're going to call them science starters.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. So another science starter you might see might be vocabulary. So you're going to go to pages 98 and 102. Now, is that the pages that they're on?
Yeah.
So I would change that to write down the definitions of 4 following words. Are they in the back of the book as well? Back of that little...
They should be, yeah.
I would say find them in the back of the book on these pages, right? Explicit always. Copy down these questions, or copy down the vocabulary words and their definitions in your notebook. You can find the definitions on page so. Boom, there we go. Start with 1 at first, and then give them the 3. 1 at first.
Okay.
We're doing together. The 3 you're doing by yourself.
Oh, so just make it into 2 slides.
There you go.
right, sure.
Exactly. And the slides will look identical. It's just going to be 1 time and then 3 the next time. And that gives you that 6 minutes, once again, to make your rounds.
Yeah.
Hey, remember your name's up there?
police in the room.
Right. That's it. All right. Kids are going to be talking. Ooh, hold on a sec. Susie, remember we talked? No, put your name up there. Boom. That's all you're doing. Okay. And that's all you're doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That is it.
By the way, this is off topic, but something you said yesterday, when the real trouble is gone, other people take their place. That happened today.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It surprises, right?
And the ones that complain the most of the trouble, they're the new. They're the ones. I'm like, dude,
where did that come from? Why?
Now you're the problem.
Yeah, right. Oh,
It happened, man.
it did. I'm telling you, it does. And I didn't believe it at first. And like, no. Dang it. I guess that's right. Yeah. So. It's not a good story, but it's a good story.
Anyway,
all right.
you were right.
So we got science starter vocabulary. All right.
Same thing with,
Perfect. All right. So we got that.
vocab,
And then
more
perfect.
vocab.
That's it. So we're just going to change those. All right.
So we can change all of
Change those. And so you're going to spring, and then from there that might be all the time you have.
Yeah.
And then the following day, Wednesday comes in, you're going to start with a vocabulary. You're not going to tell them what to do. You're just going to put it up there. You have 3 words. You have 8 minutes, right?
Yeah.
We already did 3 of these yesterday. There's no reason you don't know how to do it. It's
Right.
in the book. Go. And for the first 8 minutes, that's when you're doing your rounds. That's when you're doing everything else, and so forth. Right. And then tomorrow or Wednesday, whatever it be, all right, another thing you guys might see is, and then show them the next thing. And you're just going to keep rotating through them. The 2 caveats are this: make sure you have more than you think you need.
I do, yeah.
Make sure you have more.
I'll add to this too.
Perfect.
Yeah.
More and of everyone, every
And
kind
be
of
more explicit.
explicit at every kind of warm up.
How to do it.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, we didn't talk about this, but it's going to be the new seating chart.
Yeah.
I was thinking you'd probably want to do that right after the 2 minutes are up. All right. Before you go into your expectations.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be thinking the old mentality. We're in the same seats, But as soon as you change seat up, they know it's a new start. So I would do that after the 2 minutes.
The first thing, yeah.
I would do it. There you go. That's when you do it. So
Yeah.
all right.
That's no problem.
So
So take this one out, no gravity.
yeah, no.
good.
No.
All right, those are the last two.
No.
But these are okay.
Deals are great. Just
Let
gotta
them
reword
work
it.
for
You
it.
got it.
I didn't know whether because I did this one last year. I had them work for it.
Yeah.
This was spoon feeding them.
That the warm-ups are spoon feeding. It really is. And you could get good and connected with what you're learning about.
Yeah.
But our goal of it just is set the tone. That's the good reason we're doing these. So
Yeah.